And down here, going to have another fish at some tannin water. I'm just up on the side of the river bank at the moment, and going to hop in and then work my way up through this bit of water. But I'll get down there later and show you. You'll see where I'm going to fish. Before I do, I just want to show you. Here's a small variety of the Mepps I use. From left to right, we have this is a size 00, 1.5 gram, that I use for small streams. That's the copper Aglia. Next to that is a black-bladed Aglia Black. That's followed by a comet that has little red dots on it. You can get it with blue dots as well. Next to that is the Black Fury. That's the gold one. And then we have a little fluoro one, which works well in tannin water. Another Black Fury, but a size bigger. And then we have a stonefly in the bug pattern. Next to that, well, I call this one a caddis moth. It's like a little white moth. And then next to that again is an ultra light, hardly any weight, or the only weight on this is the blade, the little Mepps Aglia blade. And I just call this a streamer, little lightweight streamer. That's a red tag. But yeah, they're the ones that will get a work out. I'll have to chop and change if the trout don't like one, then I'll try another. But if they take the first one that gets thrown at them, which today I'm starting off with the Aglia Black, that the one I'm using is going to have a copper blade. So yeah, so we're going to get into it and see how we go. But that just gives you an idea of just a small range of what I do use. And these are for small water, small little streams and creeks. Bigger rivers, heavier lure. I go from size, well, I can use anything from the 00s right up to size 1 in the larger rivers here, chasing trout. So this is what I'm starting off with today. It's just this small 00 Aglia Black, and you'll notice I have a 6-pound trace. I have a swivel on here connected to it, which is for easy changeover. About 16 inches of 6-pound trace. I have a keel, which they call some call it anti-kink, some call it a keel, and that there will stop your fine 4-pound mono, this very thin mono line. It will stop that from getting line to us, which occurs when you're using fine line on with blade spinners. So we're going to fish up through here and up around the corner, and let's hope we can bag a few today. I've had a couple of little casts there, but didn't get anything, so we've just got to that corner now, and then I'm going to work my way right up through here. Just ahead of me, it drops off to a deep hole around about 4 foot deep, but I can wade through that. It's safe enough. It's a pretty even sort of bottom. Then it comes right up to shallow water again. Once you get to to about where the camera's pointing now, it shallows off to around knee deep and just below. And conditions are absolutely ideal this morning. We had a full day of light drizzle yesterday. The river hasn't come up much, come up probably by a ½ inch or something like that, but the conditions are absolutely beautiful. It's dead still. But there's more rain on the way, so I want to get this session over and done with before it hits. There we go, we've got our first little fish on for the day. Not big, not a big fella. He was taken right at the top end of this deep pool here. So yeah, so we'll get him in now and take him off. I just came up through that little run there. Didn't have any success. Had a follow from a little tacker, and that was as far as it went. So, but there's still plenty of water ahead of us to get a few yet. Now they don't get much smaller than this little tacker, I tell you. It's absolutely ridiculous catching one this size. He's just a bub. Just a little baby, look at that. I'll get him off as quick as I can. And it's not going to take much, he's only just lipped anyway. That little tacker. Oh, I tell you, that was unbelievable catching. So that's as small as you get. I just had a direct cast up there and now a little bit of tight skinny water here, and just thought there may be one in the flatter part up there above this little riffle in front of me. And as it came through that little riffle, which is about 1.5 to 2 inches deep, yeah, the little tacker grabbed it. Nice little run up ahead of us here, so once I can get just through there, there's a nice bit of flat water which goes into there where the reeds are, and then around to the left of that. So any luck, we may get something in there today. That area hasn't given up a fish the last 4 times I've been here. So, but you never know, today might be the day. Into another little stretch. I had a cast flicked over there and had a little tacker. Not much bigger than the last one I caught there, have a go at it. And so now, yeah, we're going to work our way up through here. And a bit wider, a little bit deeper, so hopefully maybe a bit bigger fish in there. I did miss a nice one just back in the last pool I fished there, and yeah, it was a solid fish, but no, just missed him. Oh, we're on another little fella here. Not a monster. Not that a lot of them are in these little streams, but he's yeah, he's just a lovely little brown. So we'll whip him off and pick him up from just the other side of that bush there. So we'll just get him off now and let him go. Little fella going down. I spooked him. I saw him coming down from up there, just above me there, and I had to get the camera out in a hurry. And they just got in the last minute. Right, we've just got on a nice brown, probably the best brown of the day, this fella. And he's taken and really bent the lure, the shaft on it there, the shank. It's really bent that, and that was a cast up under that part half dead tea tree there. He just come out and smashed it. I saw a little like he was surface feeding there, so yeah, so one flick in there, he just come out and smashed it. So we'll get this fella off and let him go. Well, he's been released, he's on his way, but now I'll get the pliers out and straighten up this little Aglia mooch. Then we're going to head off up through into that bush and fish on. Probably, hopefully we can get another kilometre in. Nice big wide run of water just ahead of the other side of those bushes. Now, there's a few birds buzzing around there, some insects above the water, so we may, any luck, get hold of a trout up in there. Nice little bubble line on it, so we'll sneak up in there and see how we go. It's one thing about fishing these little rivers this time of year, when they're so low, you just got to have patience, take your time, move as quietly as possible. Any bit of noise will just send the trout scurrying off. So just remember patience. It's a beautiful stretch of water. I thought I'd at least get one trout out of it. There wasn't a single fish in there to be had. Oh, we just bagged another little fella here. Picked him up under that tree there. I was back under here in this real tight area here, and had to do a little backhand cast, and yeah, picked this little fella up. So we'll get him off and let him go too. Just picked up this another little baby one here. He's right up against that hardwood up in there where the water's running in. Right up in there in that pocket there it was. And that little bit of water's flowing in. He's just sitting right up in there. So we'll get him off and hopefully he grows to a big fish one day. It's a lovely wide open run here. It's a little bit shallow, but I reckon if I can get up a lure right up the top end of this run here, just where that little bit of water's coming in, you see the ripple on the water just there. If I can lob a lure up there, I reckon I'm in with a chance of picking up a brown. It's about the only spot he'd be sitting in this bit of water. Now before I head my way up through this bush here, up the river, they've had to change the lure. I've decided I'm going to give I'm going to put a little 00 Gold Black Fury on now, and we'll give that a whirl. The wind's picked up now too. It's really starting to blow, so I don't know how much further I'll get up here before this weather sets in. It's starting to look very gloomy out there, as you can see. It's getting darker and darker, so we'll fish on as long as we can. Well, the Black Fury worked a treat. first cast up in there between the reeds and the bush there, and yeah, this little brownie came out and absolutely smashed it. So yeah, we'll get him off as quick as we can and carry on. That's where he was sitting, right up in that little bit of water there. And I had about a 25 to 30 foot cast up into there, and yeah, smashed it straight up. We've just picked up another little one. I've changed now. I've gone back to just a gold Aglia, and yeah, I cast up there just by that riverbank, and this little sardine came out and grabbed it. He's only a little tucker, but beautiful colours in him, so slip him back in, and he's on his way. So yeah, so that was just taken up there. It's a pretty deep hole, you can't get up through here. I'll wade up a little bit, cast out, and then get out and move up further into the shallow and narrow runs again. Just hooked and lost one in this little flat water here, next to that dead wood. Those logs on the left hand side there, and yeah, it wasn't over big, but it's a nice solid fish. So we'll have a go, fish up to where that fallen log is up there, and we'll bypass the rest of it because it's all big long deep water, and I'll get back into skinny water again. Well, I hope you enjoyed part one, and yeah, stay tuned, and when you see part two there, follow it up. There's a lot more trout caught in that one, so yeah, watch it and enjoy it.